Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Elden Ring first playthrough. Last time, we started to venture our way north of Stormvale Castle. We were also able to uncover quite a few locations up here. Some caves, some catacombs, some ruins, quite a few Lost Grace locations. And we left on a little bit of a cliffhanger here. We have an Evergoal that we did not enter. So let's see what boss is waiting for us. And maybe we can beat it quickly. I'm gonna wager no. I'm gonna think that we might struggle here for a little bit. Yeah, we're venturing further into the game. Aiden, Thief of Fire. So I'm expecting lots of... Well, I was gonna say fire breathing. But that is fireball. He seems... He reminds me of Smo. Like a very small Smo. I don't need that to explode on me. It's interesting, because he's smaller and more humanoid, it's almost like an invader fight. Like we can get backstabs and he heals. Okay, wow, that is weird. I was not expecting anything like this. Okay, but he only has one heal, so that's... He poises through. Give us a little bit of our health back. I was starting to get a little bit greedy with it, but I realized we should probably play it smart. That was interesting. It's the first time that we've gone to one of these Evergauls and have not had it be like a bigger boss fight. This is the first time it's like a humanoid-sized enemy. It's pretty nice if you're going for a fire build, though. Flame of the Fell God summons raging fireball that explodes and sets the area ablaze. 41 faith. This legendary incantation is one of several that draws directly from the power of the giant. So it's a legendary incantation. Releases a ball of raging fire to be said to be inhabited by a fell god. The fireball floats toward enemies and explodes, setting the area ablaze. Arganthy, the chief guardian of the flame, had kept this incantation a well-kept secret until it was stolen by Aiden. The fell god still lurks within the fire giants. Are the fire giants, I wonder, the stone creatures that we fight that have, like, the fire within them? It's possible that it could be. Okay, so we've kind of stopped at this point and back. We fought the lobster down here. There doesn't seem to be too much going. Maybe we head out this way a little ways? This is just covered by cloud. Whereas this... We know that this will give us the map for at least this upper portion. I don't know if this lower portion is a separate section, but I think we'll head out a bit west into the very foggy lands here. Nothing along the cliffside. I mean, you can't even... It's so foggy with the rain and everything that you can't even see down below. I mean, that's just... nothing. Nothing to be seen. Alright, what do we have out here? I think I saw a little statue back there, but that may have just been the plants rendering. I actually think that's what it is. These guys again. So these are the enemy of the area, huh? Vulgar militia gauntlets. Is that what these are called then? No, because I feel like they dropped something else. Oh! That caused bleed build up super quick. Just 2 hits, doo-doo, and completely blood splattered. It's like he threw the... It's like they threw the fog and then lost where I was. Ow. That's a pretty brutal backstab. I guess because they're so small that you just completely shove them face down in the dirt. She tells me this doesn't hurt. She's saying. Alright, we technically need to be heading north and west, which I guess is this way along the road. Okay, so that's the south part. We kind of cut up and across from one ledge to another. I could spot him hiding in the bushes. I just figured the way that this was out in the open that enemies are certainly going to be on the prowl around here. Okay, we've got some enemies up ahead here. Bit of an encampment that I don't see marked on the map. But we're gonna go check that out. Because encampments seem to, I don't know, they always seem to mean at least some sort of new item. My curiosity and my completionist mind will not let me not check over here. Which I think is a good thing. Even if there's nothing, like, you just have to be sure. It's hard when you play a game of this size to be super thorough about every single thing, but you never know what you're gonna miss if you don't go check it out. Alright. I think, as much as the fire guys kind of scare me, this is the big dude, so we'll go for him. That's a lot of flame. Okay, triple kill. No fire, please. Ooh, I gotta stay far away for that. So he has a follow-up attack out of the flame, and that has a backwards hitbox. Nice. Oh, I thought he was gonna have a follow-up. Well, that one was the one that we got caught on that had the hitbox that went behind him. His weapon is kind of similar to that blade that we picked up at the boss fight down here. Reminds me a bit of, oh no, not down there, down here. Way out here. Kind of in look, although the one that we got is like a bunch of swords all put together. And that one had significantly less spikes on it. I don't know, it's almost like the weaker version. So he does get a little bit of hyper armor through that attack. There are certain attacks though that when he first starts, I think it's the melee attacks. Yeah, he gets staggered on the melee attacks at the start, but the magic attacks, he can poise right through it. Alright, well I hope they're keeping nice things for us here. Fire Spur Me. Fire Monk's Prayer Book. Okay, so get a bunch of fire incantations. I wonder what classifies as dark. Like, is fire considered to be a dark magic slash dark art, I wonder? So we've got this rock wall that's in the way. What's interesting is that it looks like there's road here that kind of comes to a dead end. So maybe that means that there's a hidden cave or catacombs back here. We've got bats. Going to ignore the bats. We might have to climb up on top. Okay. See if there's anything up the rocks or if this is just a dead end. It very well could be. No? Nothing up here? Okay, so the road ends, and that's simply it. And there doesn't seem to be anything on top of these. And then down to the left, that just completely drops. Completely drops off the cliff face here. Alright. So that means that we want to head back here and maybe hug along this... Maybe hug along this wall. See if that takes us anywhere that's different than... I guess it's not really a swamp. Like, it kind of is. But maybe... I guess it is a swamp. It's just more of a, like, regular swamp. So used to the poison swamps of the older games, and there is a poison swamp in this game that we've been to, but we haven't done too much exploration of it. Let's see, we've got an enemy down there. Or no, that's not an enemy, that's just a piece of wood. I thought it was one of the soldiers with the hats, like the kind of low-level soldiers. That was the vibe I was getting, but it's a tree stump. Good job, eyes. Definitely did not let me down on that one. You talking to me? Huh? You talking to me? I can't tell if it's just the lighting for the time of day changed or nope. Suddenly we're into, right on cue, poison swampiness. Lovely. Lovely. Bathing in the poison. That's really nice. Okay. So that handles the left or right, right? The poison, yes. Okay. Poison? Not poison. But that would indicate to me that at some point over here a little bit it's either going to transition or maybe there's always just going to be this gap. There's a ball over there. It's like there's two halves actually. That catches me. The delayed attacks, man. Ooh, we can double fire? Okay. I see you. I see you. Fire Blossom. It's another crafting material. Okay, so we are now beyond the border of the map for this particular area. We still have regular water. We've hugged the edge back here. There's a whole formation I see of giant crystals, so I want to go have a look at that. That feels like it would be something of significance. Whether it be a boss fight or an item, I would think find something here. I'm not entirely sure what those crystalback creatures are. It's like, it's Lapras. It's Lapras, but they've got crystal on their back. Ah, it takes 3 hits to kill. Just barely have. Just barely have a sliver of health left. Okay. I feel like there should be something more to this than just the few special creatures around it. Maybe it has more to do with the items that are dropped. Are we having a little bit of a face-off here? A little stare-down action? Okay. I don't think we've checked this out. This is a very open area. We head back. I guess we'll kill these guys. There's definitely some sort of cooldown on attacks. I don't know why that is, but there's some sort of cooldown on how many successive attacks you can do, even if you have the stamina, which is a scam. Like, what's the point of having more stamina if I can't attack more? Oh, nice tree. Be there, bud. Okay. If we head east from here, I want to go back to those ruins. Seems like such a hard area to not miss something in. Simply because it's so open and so similar looking as you go around through it. You know, we very easily could miss something as we travel through this. I'm gonna try my best not to keep my eyes peeled and to not get too sidetracked. He says as he completely goes backwards through the area. I don't want to fight the dragonfly. I mean, this is one of those demigod like chiefs, right? Because we definitely fought something similar very early on in the game, like down at the beach before we went to the dragon. Before we went to the dragon communion place. That's a good way to get our health back to full. Some strings, some glowstone, dragonfly head. Ooh, a rickety shield. How nice. Some glass shards. Okay, so that's this big island. Don't know, maybe there's something over here. We've got another one of these guys. Also got a turtle. Poor turtle. Hopefully he doesn't get caught in the crossfire. Not really here to, not here to hurt him. Okay, so that's that one. Got an enemy back that way, but we're gonna head pretty much straight east. Out over to the ruins here in the middle. And this should hopefully don us with some nice stuff. Very eerie to be out here at night, though. Lakearia ruins, and of course there's a place to teleport here. Okay. Well, I suppose we still need to check everything out and make sure that there aren't other things to be acquired. These ruins are kind of sunken, so if anything, I would think we'd have some sort of chest or items above ground. I don't think there's any way that we could have something, any sort of staircase down, as that would pretty much be flooded. Ah, here we go. Here we go. A nice little resting spot in the middle. And an item to go with it. Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook 2. Okay. So we've got a resting point here at Lakearia Ruins. And since we're close, I think we'll have to take the teleport just to see where it takes us. But what can we craft now? Spellproof dried liver, which boosts damage negation. Can also make crystal darts. And some shatter shard arrows as well. Okay, that's pointing us back in the direction we're going. I mean, these are pretty well pointing you right to the next Lost Grace. Like, if you ran in a straight line, we would come pretty close to here. If we keep going that way, we should get pretty close to one, and then it's probably going to take us, boop, maybe another one up in here, and then to that. But these ruins have something interesting. I don't know what that creature is. Seen a couple of them roaming around the outskirts of these ruins. Looks like there's an item over here. And then who knows at this point? Who knows at this point where we're going to get teleported to? Okay. Okay, not at all. Not at all what I was expecting. Smithing stone. Level 3 as well, mind you. Not something that we've... What is spawn? Is that spawning all of those things? Oh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm glad we didn't run into that on our way to the Lost Grace. I am glad we did not experience that on the way. Would have died without ever getting there. Okay. So we'll take our time going through here a little bit more, try and kill off some of the ads. Okay, so that's how that gets summoned. So that's Mama. Trying to stay in control of the ads. You are very chaotic, and I do not appreciate it. Okay, that's a lot of poison. You leap so much. How do you jump so far? I hate it. I hate this creature. What the heck? It has so much range. I mean, there's a pattern to it. I can see that there's a pattern to it. But whenever there's like a chaotic creature like this, that even when it has a pattern, I get so tripped up. I get so tripped up. Alright. Big whiffs, nice. Now, Mama showed up over there. Okay, so there's a 3-piece jump. 1, 2. Oh, that's the hands. The hands have an opening. Probably just 1 or 2 hits. I'm gonna get hit. Nope. Yep. 2, 3. Poison spit. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, this is the hands. I am stuck. I am stuck on the ruins. There are, I think, 2 different, like, lunging move sets. One of them has a 3rd attack, and one of them does not. And I cannot differentiate yet. I cannot differentiate. And so if we go over to the right-hand side of the ruins, what we realized when we went there the first time is we summon more of those. So I need to take a route that's a little bit more over here. So there's these 3. And then that clears the arena for us pretty well. That's the 3-piece one. Poison spit when it comes out of the ground. One, 2. I swear to you, I am trying so hard to roll it. And I guess there's just enough of a weird timing to it that I get stuck trying to roll and miss it. Where are you? Because you're spitting poison. Yep. There's a follow-up to that big one every single time, and I feel like there should be an opening, but there's not. Ooh. I hate this boss. Mini boss creature so much. So much. I am just... I'm put it simply, I'm terrible against enemies like this. Absolutely horrible. It reminds me of Bloodborne, and I struggle. I struggle. And I think it's just because I don't know. Like, I don't have the comfortability with the chaos. Maybe trying to roll into it. I think my problem is I am staying too far in front. Okay. I'm trying to roll out of that, but I can't. Okay, maybe a little bit better. But you can go die. Very large hole. I think there might be something to like rolling into it. But the dodge timings for me are just so rough. Cause it's such quick, chaotic movements. Okay, so we start off by killing the same 3. Gonna go over here. We're gonna get these. We'll go up. You can backstab, which is neat. Kinda doubt you can backstab this creature, but I am trying to roll. I really, really am. 1. Oh, now you're not gonna do a follow-up? You're gonna slam me from behind. It's poison. Okay, so if you get behind, they've got a... Yep. Hands. Throwing hands. Hug. Big hug. Where'd you go? Oh, you're back. What else is there to say? What else is there to say? The fights that I mean, we're getting it quite down, but for not being like a full-on boss fight, there are certainly many a struggle here. And it's always these types of enemies. Right, we had the one in the castle with all the arms. And the more chaotic motions. They all treat me the same. There's gotta be an opening on that, right? Hands. So many hands. Honestly, I would say too many hands. Of course you can combo that together. Why wouldn't you? I can't see. I don't know where you are. hands now? No. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Okay, so running into that, not great. It's poison, you're killed with smalls. Lunge. Swipe. Lunge, lunge. But I can't dodge because why would I be able to? Now I've triggered all of those. Ah! Stunned by the stupid ads. Oh, I hate it! I hate it with a burning passion. Stop it! Stop it! Stop stunning! Oh my! I'm running. I'm running. I am going to. I don't care if I die. I'm ending. Get out of my life. You know what? I'm stealing your treasure. Ritual pot. Suck it. I'm gonna die to the poison, but I don't care. Stealing your treasure too. Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? I've got your treasure. You can kill me now. I don't care. I don't care. Stupid enemies. Better go rest and just restart it. Angry. Angry. I don't like them. Maybe we need to go around and kill those guys too. We were doing just fine, and then they showed up. Getting some more damage. Getting some more damage. Oh, whoops. I just used only one of them. Maybe. So if we use all of you, it's 13,300. How much did we need? I know it was 13,000 something. 13,400. Come on, game. Now is not the time to troll me with such frivolous expenditures. I don't think health is the way to go. I think damage, end this thing faster. I think that's gonna be the way to go. Okay, so we've reset it. There are 3 enemies over here, and we don't touch the one in the middle. Okay, these 3 are dead. Makes our life easier. Now, these guys suddenly became a complete pain in the butt. How many more? Huh? How many more? Any over here? You? Well, you're kind of down in a dangerous spot now. There's also one back here. And apparently they're just like ready for me. Because why wouldn't they be? Maybe I can lead this guy to a place far enough away from the main mini-boss. Come on. See me? You know what? I might be able to get him from here. Really? I am not thrilled about any of this. Backstab for some health. Tried to get the second dodge. Dodge, dodge. Oh, we're going into hands? Ah, that's the 3-piece. So hard when I can't lock on. That's the 3-piece. You know what? I don't even care that that's a trade at the end. It was worth it, and you can kiss my butt. This teleportation better be worth it. What a pain. What an absolute pain. I hate it so much. So much. You're telling me that it teleports me to the same place the other ruins did? The other one was a heck of a lot easier. The other one was a heck of a lot easier. You could just teleport from here to this place. But no, we went and did this too. Sadness. So much sadness. Okay. Well, it's great. Got a Lost Grace up here. Cool, cool. We can backtrack a little if we wanted to down the road. Maybe we take the road down and get the map. I mean, we're here. Might as well, right? I mean, this is also like the easier way to go because, you know, all of these are, all these ballistas are facing, all the cannons are facing the other direction. What's up, boys? Right. So these are the Raya Lakearia knights. They drop base smithing stones. We did get one smithing stone that was rank 3 recently. What is this thing and why is it turning around? Smithing stones 2 and 3. There's a guy on the back. Oh my goodness. What? So we did see one of these things. So we saw these faces. I wasn't 100% certain what we were dealing with. Now I am, and I am not a fan. The dude is so tanky. This seems like a mistake of a place to have gone. Maybe not. Got a guard back here. Ow. Blue, white, wooden shield. I feel like there has to be a good way to go about fighting this thing. I mean, maybe the best way would be like if it was in place to sneak up on it, and then maybe you can backstab the driver out of it. That is that is certainly a vehicle to conquer. Foot soldier tabard. I don't think he sees us. So he's kind of on a patrol. I'm gonna try and go from bush to bush here. See if we can sneak up on him. Oh, so he actually... Well, that's nice. Because I was assuming that that vehicle kind of had its own, like, hidden health bar to it. And that if you defeated the guy within it, there's the potential that another enemy could pick it up. Okay, so that's where we got the shield. So you can go back behind all of these buildings. Oh man, that's so much. All that swampland is explorable. I'm gonna put this as a point of interest. I don't know what that thing sticking up there is, but it seems interesting. I hear a twinkle sound. Maybe it's down there. Let's see, what do we have? Something at the end of the bridge. I want to make sure that we don't miss anything like in town here. Giant mud crab. Okay. So as it turns out, looks like that's where we're gonna want to go, is east and down, but I do want to check what's at the end of that bridge. Does it seem like some body or something is at the end of it? And it does look like it's a dead end. So if we're coming up on a dead end here, then this map is a little bit misleading. Like if this bridge is broken, that heads back and connects. Oh, that swamp area is so large. I mean, we're gonna try. By all means, we are going to try and explore everything. But with something like that, it's going to be very difficult for us to make sure that we We explore every nook and cranny. Okay. Let's check this out over here. Because I hear a sound. And I don't know if that twinkling sound is coming from underneath. I also don't know if this is a bridge or if this falls underneath. Oh, it's one of these ladies again.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
Is it the same lady and she just keeps showing up all over? I'm confused.
Bless you.
Or are there multiple of these ladies from that Two Fingers room?
This favor can be yours. Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot. Pity the poor, poor fool.
The big pot? Just like a regular pot or like Alexander the pot?
Your finger.
Can have Michaela's favor. Also, there's the rest of the bridge sunken down into the swamp. Right over there is a golden seed. Just gonna put some markers down. Hopefully they're fairly accurate as to where they're pointing. Yeah, see, like, it's gonna be hard to keep track of where we've already investigated. If we can't get to the map there and can't go at it in a very linear way. So I may just try and find ourselves a lost grace up here. Okay, well, it turns out that the backstab is not enough damage to kill. Okay, but we are starting to get smithing stones of rank 3, which is pretty nice, because that'll give us the ability. Oh, I've cornered myself. Not sure how we made that work, but it did. But if we start getting a bunch of smithing stone level 3, we can actually take our sword up to +9. And that'll definitely help in terms of damage output. Where is that? Where is that sound coming from? I hear it. There it is. Hanging on the bridge. Okay. So we'll have to get a ranged weapon out to knock it down. What have we down here? Academy Gate Town. But it's completely in ruin. No idea what happened here. Not sure if the swamp made the ground, like, is too unstable and it collapsed, or maybe it was once dry here and then at some point water came through and pretty well knocked everything. I should probably head back the other way. But something about this building was curious. I don't know if it's because it gave church-like vibes. Is there a ladder to this, or how do you get up there? I don't have the hops. We'll mark that. I don't really have I don't have any sort of ideas here. My only idea is to ride my horse at full speed and use this as a ramp. Jump! That's almost it. I don't know if that's supposed to be the way we go. No, I don't think you can. That's like almost the idea. Have to save it to see if there are... I don't know if there's some sort of levitation magic or something. I don't know. Those concepts seem a little bit far-fetched. Ooh, there's quite a few of them. Oh, they are the skull-bearing ones too? I just want to make sure we killed the one on the ground. I didn't really know what was going to happen there. All for Crystal Cave Moss. Well, that's how you get yourself killed. Okay. Not the best way to play that. They did give us some stuff back. Okay. I don't really think I want to be heading too far west. There are a lot of broken buildings. I want to head back towards the bridge because we know that there's that ball hanging. You could also go west underneath there, but I think we should head back towards the map location. It's gonna be very tough to keep track of everything in the swamp, so best to try and play it close to the chest, I think. And maybe try and use different points of elevation here to see which directions might be interesting to look. Got some enemies over there. I don't know what kind of creature he is. He's a bit different than the rest that we've fought. Golden Seed, but there was also a statue of Marika there. So I'm not sure. Might be a little ways until we find ourselves a safe place to rest. The Lost Grace. Okay. Now... this thing hits harder, so we're gonna use this. But we have to equip bolts. Is there a way for me to free aim this thing? Can kick with it. Is there any way? Let's sprint. Let's use item. Can two-hand it. There we go. That was a little bit suspect. Was a little bit suspect. Because it very easily could have ran away from us then after we shot it. Also, that ballista did much of nothing. No, you don't see me. You don't see me. Yeah, no, stay just like that, Mr. Krabs. Stay just like that. Yeah, leave me alone. Okay, so we're technically in combat with it. I can't look at the map. I know that we want to head south and a bit east. Actually, this is the road, so I suppose it would make sense to just get back on the path of the road from here. Anything up top? Any reason for us to double back? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we've got some enemies over there. I don't really want to fight the Three Stooges. We're just gonna keep heading in this direction. We're almost there. That's a tree. More lobster. Which now we know you don't fight the lobsters because they don't actually give you anything. Except for some meat. Okay. I always feel weird just creeping out in the center. How would you look at that? Hopefully nothing comes up on us. Got ourselves a bit of lost grace out here. Right next to the tower. And hopefully a map on the backside. You know what? I'm not even gonna rest because I think we're good. Eternia North. There we go. Okay. So there's another one of these telescopes. I know down right around where this crack is, we discovered that there's a poison swamp section. I don't know what happened to this Academy Gate town. It's just completely destroyed. Now, one thing we do need to do, this gate is closed off. So we need to figure out, maybe in the Academy Gate town, somewhere in these ruins, maybe, is one of those keys in order to get in here. The other thought is maybe going up the right-hand side and out here to find that. I think maybe we'll go through town a bit. See what's up. You know, we spotted some treasure in different things. But it looks like east and north is kind of the direction we want to head. I just have no idea what to expect with these buildings because a lot of them are collapsed, right? So we've got... I want to see what this is actually. Is this a mausoleum? Is this going to rise out of the ground or... No, it's not. It's a lobster! We'll just top off, I think. Got a lot of follow-up with the right stab. Big swipe. I guess just stay to its side then. Oh, it has a... Right, I forgot about that. Oh, got very lucky. Are you kidding me? Ow, ow. How did that not... Oh, very lucky, very, very lucky. Okay. Not really enjoying the whole, like, let's get lucky with the lobster situation, but it's the job done, I suppose. Another lobster over here. We got the floating thing that's got some nice runes for us. What do we have here? Smithing stone? Don't mind if I do. So how many of those are we up to? We need one more golden seed. We have 7. We might be able to go +7 now. And we're completely just missing smithing stone 4. Got so many smithing stone 1s. They just started to drop like crazy, but not much going on in the way of level 2 stuff. Okay. So that's what this little island is. So we want to head back a bit north and east. Got more of the bridge. I wonder if these enemies are like scholars of the town? Right, like, are they related to Raya Lucaria's school? But then again, they're walking around with clubs and such, so maybe they've kind of looted and moved in. After the collapse of the town. Which almost seems to be... I don't know, due to some sort of flood, maybe? You can keep following that, and that might go up to here then. Although it looks like there's a gap. Maybe there's a resting point somewhere in between. Let's just stay in the confines of the town. Got poisonous enemies foot. They're just guarding Trina lilies. Wait, do these have magic attacks instead of poison? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stay away. Don't mind me. Okay. Different area, different type of plant. Of course, Raya Lucaria area has magic plants. Golden rune. Some more flasks back. Okay, so we checked out down there. What else do we have? Quite a bit going on over. Got little crabs. Can't tell if that's something over at that building there. We'll double back. Kinda wanna keep heading out a bit north and east here. See if there's anything among the wreckage, so to speak. Mama's angry. Okay. Not the greatest. Oh, it actually looks like they do have a poison attack as well. So these are just like the genetically upgraded version of the plant. It's got poison and magic. It's a double threat. Okay, we've got a guy hanging on the edge. Some magic grease. Thank you. Very fitting. Another one down here. Is this a lady? A guy? Is he an enemy? I can't lock onto him. Who are you?
Hello, friend.
Lanya.
Tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood. I, Dialos.
I'll say, this is the guy from the Round Table Hold. So they killed Lanya?
They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused
Or they
to let
like...
the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslo. I, Dialos.
Okay. They laid hands upon her. So it doesn't sound like she's dead, but it does sound like they did something to her, like they hit her, beat her, tortured her or something. I'm guessing one of the earlier ones of those statements doesn't really. Oh wow, look at this guy in the cartwheels. Very athletic. Very athletic. Wow. Was not expecting cartwheels out of him. But never judge a book by its cover, I suppose. Okay. Like, these look like church ruins, which could be very good. Somber smithing stone. Now, I suppose if we're getting one of those hyper armor through it, they all just come out of the water. Water creatures. If we get a ball there, then that probably means that we don't, like, right next to it have any sort of rare item awaiting us. I'll take that trade. I'll take that trade, that's okay. Nothing around there. We've gone through most of the town already, it seems. But I believe there are still a few bigger buildings left to investigate. It's the one reason why I didn't want to rest. Because if we rest, then we're going to reset everything. I don't want to have to kill my way around again as we explore. Best to just keep everything dead. Got a big building over here, but I don't know. I feel like we just came from this one, yeah. Okay, we've got another one of those towers in the distance. The first one had a smithing stone. Not sure if we should be expecting the same thing or not from another one. Enemies afoot. It's mostly just these poison gas spewers. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out here. I am pretty well expecting another lobster, but this could be protected by something else. Oh, is this a teleporter? I think I'm gonna do it. So the last two of these have taken us back up to the gate. I'm gonna be very disappointed if this one also takes us right back up there. Takes us to the other side and straight to the map. Oh wow. There is quite a bit going on over here. So we've gone there, and now we're up this way. I'm not entirely certain what that building is, but we've got so much to go and do south of there. Okay. I was gonna say this is the first time it hasn't teleported us to a lost grace, but in fact it actually has. So we can go down from here and back into these lands, or these lands. Can go down from here back into the, I don't know if it's like a swamp or a basin. I guess it's a lake. It's just a very low lake. Now, I'm under the impression, so this is Raya Lucaria. This is the Lakearia Lake. Now they said about the south gate and the east gate, but this looks like a north gate and I don't see an east gate. So I'm a bit perplexed by that in regards to like, what is the capital? Not sure what they were referring to. But let's go back down here. I'm gonna put a marker on that. Let's head back to the Academy Gate town. I have something marked. So let's follow up on that. We're gonna have to kill our way through again because we've done some teleporting, but I think that's okay. We need that special key, the magic key, to get into town. Now, I'm assuming that would be somewhere down here. Oh, you know what that was? What we marked there, that was the golden seed. So that's kind of a moot point. Not sure how they got up there. I guess over here. Since when do these guys have frostbite? Ow. So I can get up from here. So this is one chest. Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook Numero Quattro. Item crafting. So we've got magic pots, rope magic pots. Can make some freezing grease. Shield grease. Wow, you can, okay, that's kind of neat. You can put frost damage onto your weapon. Huh. And we almost missed this guy over here. Arteria leaf. Okay. So this one had a way up. Now, the one that we marked over here, that one, I am not certain of how you... That one I'm not certain of how you get to. Okay, so this is at least... Glad we doubled back, because this is an area that we hadn't done before. It's like he didn't even see it coming. I guess they didn't hear their kinds scream. I'll fight these two guys though. Oh, it's Cartwheel guy. Gotta make sure that we check everything out. Big building. I don't see anything on the rooftop. I guess we didn't quite explore this lower portion. He just straight up slid over the other side of that. Let's see here. Okay, I do remember going on the other side of this building, but I did not go on this side of it. So there are the enemies that we just killed. I don't think that you can get onto the roof of something like this. If I see an item up there, then I'll know. But I don't see anything, so... Assumption is going to remain no. Nope, can't jump. We got the golden seed from there already. Not seeing anything on these rooftops. Try and get a better angle to double check that. Nope, that's the bridge in the distance. No way onto those rooftop. If we get too close there, we'll probably get shot. So maybe those are outposts there because they're trying to defend from these creatures that we're killing as we go around. That would make the most sense to me. Okay. So how would you go about getting on top of this? Is there any sort of way up? See, like, going up this doesn't actually take us anywhere, and you would have to be up over there. So it doesn't quite make sense to me. Is this? There's no ladder. There's no way, even with my horse, there's no way to make that jump. Oh, we are dropping frames hard. So we tried here. It's almost it. Just doesn't quite have the... Maybe you have to get a certain timing combo. It dies just before. Maybe, okay, hold on. I'm gonna try and dismount the horse as well. Can you even do that? Can I, like... Oh! He can double jump! Since when? Huh. Well, that's easy then. Since when can my horse double jump? What? Stone sword key, thanks. Appreciate it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So that's the lower section. That leaves only a couple of these left. Well, that's really useful. Or at least I can see how it would be very useful for, like, some future points. Okay. Well, we solved that puzzle. Way to go, Torrent. And now there's a... This is very similar to the bird that we fought. Oh, we do not do good damage to this. That hook has a pullback attack. I am not doing good damage. I should heal. I did not realize my health. We don't do a lot of damage to this thing either. We do not do a lot of damage to this thing. Okay. Should be an interesting one to learn. I'm gonna try something. Actually, you know what? So that put us at the Shrine of Marika. That's where we died. Let's go and do a little bit of weapon upgrade. Let's go and do a little bit of weapon upgrade. We've got some runes. We have some upgrade materials. We can upgrade our longsword to +7. And then we should be also able to upgrade that hammer a bit. So we just talked to him there, so...
You, a recusant sent to Lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. Did they think me a fool? You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then I only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Lanya. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood, after all.
Okay, so that might be the type of thing where if we go and do it, he may be appreciative to us. Could be. Okay, so we need to use a little bit of something here. Let's just pop. 12 seems a bit much. 1600? It's probably nothing, actually. So that was 5, 6, 9. Let's do 1, 9. 3,800. Okay, so we can use more if we need to. Strengthen armament. So we've got the longsword +7 +8. Nice. And then think we're gonna do the battle hammer, just because the battle hammer does a bit more damage for us. Because that's 170, 187, and this one will do 192. Okay. We can upgrade the other battle hammer if we need to.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish.
Since we're here, we can also
But
turn in Patch's
if I might be able
item.
to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderica, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
With the spirit tuning menu, you can spend runes and grave gloveworts to strengthen the spirits you summon from ashes. Okay, so that's for ash strengthening, which we are not doing. We just don't use those. Where are the fingers in here? Or not the fingers, the maidens, the husks. Bell bearing shop 2. Gold pickled foul foot fan daggers. So those are consumable items. Margit's shackle. Briefly binds Margit, once imprisoned, to earth. A fetish bathed in golden magic, shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen These ones were made to keep a particular omen under strictest confinement. Though faint, the shackles may retain the vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. Okay, so as far as Margit's concerned, so if you find Patches and kill him early enough, this is an item I suppose you can use in the boss fight. Light shows the path, but without order. Similar to Grace, this fetish draws rays guiding the way, only without any sense of order. Used as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or for use by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to truer encounters. Parrying Dagger, Missionary's Cookbook, we should buy that. These are consumables that we don't need. Sacrificial Twig. Okay. So then there's also a Stone Sword Key, which I believe that they also have 3 Stone Sword Keys, and his is more expensive. And they also have a Memory Stone, which we have 1 of 8, but we're not using them right now, so. Okay. Got that squared away. So I think what we'll do then is we'll give the fight a shot with this. We've got a heavy load, so I'm gonna have to give ourselves a lighter helmet. And then let's make our way back. I guess we have to go from here because I'd have to try and like drop down over a ledge there, and that might be a little bit too steep. And there's no way that we're fighting on our horse, but we're definitely going to ride Torrent into battle. Come on, boy. Okay. So fairly similar to the other bird boss that we have encountered, but also quite different. This thing has way more build-ups between the frost, and I don't know what the other one is. Trying not to get afflicted by it to find out, but I have a chance that one of these times we might. Also, I think that we have the weapon art that makes us stronger and regens some stamina. Alright, let's do it. Damage up. Bunch of things up. Show yourself, bird. Does it come from the ground or does it fly in? Where does this thing come from? I'm gonna use it again. I don't know where the fight begins. Got this statue? What's the deal? I feel like I'm going more north than I did. Am I too far past? Well. Now I'm very confused. We found Lost Grace. And I feel like I have no idea where the fight happened. Okay. A little bit of dumb luck. But at least we have that point to go off of. Is it down here? Hello? Bird? Do you only get one chance at the bird? There's no way, right? Over here, maybe? But like our our runes were over where we just came from. That's the Lost Grace. I'm very perplexed. This is literally where we rode up and then the bird appeared. Is there anything back down in here? I mean, I know there's not going to be the bird, but... I regret everything. What are with these, like, contraptions that... Say those are gonna start to get pretty wide, aren't they? Because we had there was the big thing up top that we fought. It was like a very similar vibe to this, except it breathed fire and was driven by somebody. Alright, well, I really wanted to see if I could smash the bird's brains in with this hammer. But I'm starting to get the feeling that I might not be able to do that. Because the other bird, we did find that and kill it first try. But it would seem odd to me that it would be a one-time deal. Dragonfly, you're kind of annoying. Hello! Yoo-hoo! Mr. Bird. Birdie bird. Ooh, it's a pretty bird. Huh? You're a pretty bird. You wanna come out and play? Like, does it move? Do we need to go further in? Like, I don't really know. We're hugging the shoreline here and proceeding north and west, but it's another mausoleum, isn't it? I'm very confused. I went back to the same spot that we got attacked, and I didn't get attacked this time. But we can knock this mausoleum down. Well, maybe. I don't know if this hammer is gonna do the trick or not. Oh, that was a big attack. All the roll catches, man. Oh, they're just off timed. He's got like just an extra little pep in his step there. See that? The poke attack, I think, doesn't do as much. I think there's an issue with piercing damage against enemies that are armored like that. But these guys are definitely stronger than some of the other stuff I've been fighting recently. Alright, we gotta try and peel them off one at a time. That's not gonna happen, is it? We're just gonna get crossbowed. Okay, even the guy over there is trying to hit us with the crossbow. I mean, I can loop around and backstab all day. Ow. Alright, I'm trying to get fancy at, like, sprint strafe attacks, and I tell you what, it doesn't work. Okay. We're gonna try and go about it this way. I think I can ignore most of these groups. Just survives on a hair. How did that miss? Okay. But I think with that amount, I should be able to go and knock the mausoleum down. Unless, you know, some other enemies show up. Also, there is a spot for your horse to jump up. We were trying to get over to that portion. Okay, so we know with these that we have to clean the feet. So, not gonna lie, I don't really see anything. These ones I actually only see moss. Stepped on though. Getting very, very close. Oh, you know what? I do see it on this one, or at least it looked like it with the reflection. Gosh darn it. not so sure what to make of this, actually. Because if we take a look at the walking mausoleum, you'll need to clean up around its feet first. So we had knocked stuff off. I don't think it has anything to do with the enemies back there. This has moss but all over it. I mean, we can try something as stupid as... Because I think we tried to do this before. We've, like, imbued with fire. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but... yeah. That doesn't catch on fire and there's nothing to clean off of it. A little bit more like hidden and obscured on the side? I'm not sure. But these feet are actually, there's nothing on them like the last one had. Trying to see if I can, like, is it something higher up on the legs? Like that has roots, but there are also roots and tree and everything up higher. You would almost think that the almost like it was like calcium or limestone buildup would have been. It's not something. It shouldn't be something we have to like wait for. I am perplexed. I am very perplexed. Well, we can mark this on the map. We can mark this on the map. I don't really know. What did we mark? What did we mark it as down here? So far away. Okay, we did mark it with the flag as well. So, I mean, that's all I think we really can do. Because it's not working as I understand it to. Can go back and see if the bird will spawn, but I'm having very low hopes of that. The only other thing I can think to try is you like clear all of the enemies, but the enemies aren't even close to the mausoleum, so it doesn't quite seem correct. It's a lot of open space. Like, this is a very, very open area. We're gonna want to check out over here. Okay, that's all of those. Will the bird spawn again? I like keep looking to see if the bird is going to like fly in from somewhere. But it doesn't really seem like it will. It's almost like it was protecting this. And now that we've found it, it just doesn't show up. I don't know. Maybe it'll show up after we like quit out and come back to it or something along that line. I'm not entirely certain, but we'll top off here with a little bit of leveling, and then naturally we're 50 off. We'll snag a level, and then I think that next time we come back, we'll try and find the bird. If not, I'm actually not so sure where to go yet. You know, we've got both sides of the town. We're still locked out, so we may just have to do a lot of soul searching down here. It's a huge amount of ground to cover. Maybe up here. This seems a little bit more interesting as we've got some clear-cut buildings. But we'll have to make that decision next time we hop into the game. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.